So you've named your deepest desire, but now we need to turn it into your actual life. That's what we're going to do today. We are going to set it up so that you achieve exactly what you want by the date that you want, and you're going to begin to see how easy this all is. To know your deepest desires is only the very first part of the equation, and a desire is not much different than a dream. And we all know what happens when we have a dream at night. We wake up and we think, oh, what was that dream again? How often do you feel like that's exactly what happens in your life? So the question to ask yourself to know what the goal actually is what end result would actually indicate that you have achieved your deepest desire? That in itself is your goal, but there's more to it than that. There's 5 parts to setting your goal. All 5 parts need to be included in order to be able to lay out a really simple roadmap that will take you from here to here by the date that you decide you'd like to achieve it by. Those 5 things are rather simple, but don't lose their importance inside of their simplicity, and at the same time, don't overcomplicate this process. Just follow the process, and I promise you it will work. The first thing is that it needs to be a stretch. A goal has to be big enough to not only make you a little bit uncomfortable, but it needs to excite you. If it doesn't excite you, if you don't wake up in the morning looking forward to working on it, it's going to be very short-lived, and it will feel much more like a New Year's resolution. But the next part of it is that, and this is really important, it must be aligned. Your goal has to be aligned with who you are. What that means is to set a goal to say, I'm going to create a 6-figure business within the next 12 months, and you haven't yet began your business, chances are pretty good that that's unrealistic, which also means it's not aligned. The next most important part of setting a goal is that it has to be time-bound. You have to put a timestamp on your end date. Without that, it leaves things wide open, and chances are you will begin to work towards it, you'll get sidetracked, you'll fall off course, and likely you'll find yourself years down the road still not having met your goal. With the timestamp on it, what we're able to do is build out a roadmap that takes you from here to there within that time frame, and so long as you follow the roadmap that you yourself design, you're going to arrive at that end goal every single time. So the next one is that it has to be measurable. What a measurable goal is one that me as an outsider can look in, and without knowing anything about your process of trying to achieve your goal, I can simply be told the date it was to be completed by, as well as what the end goal was to look like. Me looking in, I can say you succeeded or you failed. It's creating a goal that is so clearly defined that it can be measured, that actually gives you the most direct path to success. And the 5th part, which is the most important part, wraps the other 4 all up beautifully, and that is that it has to be specific. So without a specific goal, there's too much room for variation. When we set an unspecific goal, it's very hard to know what action steps to take in order to arrive at that desired end result. Take some time today to consider, what is your defined goal? So we're going to get into designing your roadmap next, and we're going to do that step by step. We're going to set it up so that you achieve exactly what you want by the date that you want, and you're going to begin to see how easy this all is. Leave your goal below. Let's work together to ensure we are creating very specific, measurable, aligned goals. A quick recap. A desire is going to remain a dream until we create a goal out of it. And the only way to create a goal out of it is to understand what it actually is. To achieve it, we have to name it. And the way we name it is, what end results would indicate to you that you have succeeded in living your deepest desires. The end results are the goal. That's what we're going to create. So once we create that, we'll set out your roadmap, and we will get you well on the way to living and achieving that goal. So I wanted to share with you today what we're working towards and share with you how we've taken our individual desires and turned them into one goal that Pascal and I are going to live together. Pascal's desire, and I'm going to read it to you so I get it crystal clear, was to enjoy life without giving it away to employers, to procrastination, to business, or to fear. And my desire is to feel vibrantly alive and live truly free. So what we have done is we have taken both of our desires and we've asked ourselves, what is the end result that would indicate that we are living those desires? To be mortgage and debt free by December 31st, 2021, while enjoying winters in other parts of the world. That goal is a stretch, it's aligned, it's measurable, it's time-bound, and it's very specific. You can look at it 12 months from now without knowing any of the steps I've taken along the way, and you can say either you've done it or you haven't. Hit subscribe, hit notification bells to receive the next video. Give this video a thumbs up. I would deeply appreciate it. It helps us be able to share our journey and support more people just like you. Talk to you soon.